circle, they're given an opportunity to come here on the stage and talk to Madras Management Association. And the topic, people are really fearful, hypnosis. They still don't look into our eyes. They think, they look into our eyes and they get hypnotized. But the truth is, look into our eyes but close your ears. Because we use more words. Now, we have a short time, so we'll not take much time. I started learning hypnosis in 1972. Some of you were not born also. And the only goal that time was, shall I tell you the truth? I wanted to hypnotize all my girlfriends. That was the goal that time. And it still didn't work. You know what? When I came here today, everybody is taking photograph with him, not with me. Now, let me not waste time. Anthony is a good friend of mine. He published his first book in 2007, and Reality is Plastic, which I was the first customer for him. Am I right, Anthony? And since then, we are good friends, and we keep meeting. I keep learning from him, and I have invited him to do a workshop in Hyderabad many years back with his father, Freddie Jacquin, and they are the most famous hypnotists in the world. He is a person who taught, you know who more? Magician and mentalist. Most of his clients are 50% mentalist and magician, and many of them going to come and meet him also today and tomorrow. Now, hypnosis is a very powerful tool to program your mind. Basically, when we talk about hypnosis, we think it is controlling others. It is not controlling others, controlling your own mind. Now, I'm not going to take much time, and I will invite Anthony to start giving you a training, and listen carefully, my friend. Listen to him very carefully and learn. He's going to give you some very powerful techniques and very powerful experiences in here today. So please enjoy. And one more rule which I'm seeing here, please switch off your mobile phones. I saw some mobiles were working. So please switch off. Now, we are recording here, so recording will be available later on maybe in the YouTube. So you can watch it, and don't use your mobile to record. Because if you're recording this, you're missing the real lesson. So, welcome Anthony, please come. Give a round of applause. Huh?
My turn?
Yes, you.
Thank you.
You're Anthony, no? Huh?
So I really value the fact that you're going to give this your attention for the next hour. Many demands on your time, perhaps loved ones who need more of your time. This is special for me because the first place that I ever dreamt of disappearing to, was India. I wonder if you can remember the first place you ever dreamt of. It may have been a different part of the town. It may have been a different part of the city or a different country. But for me, it was India. And there's a reason for that. Some of you may recognize the uniform. My grandfather is Indian. He was born in 1924 in Bombay. His mother was from India. His father was European. And he then moved to Calcutta and spent time in Calcutta. I believe he served as part of the crew of this aeroplane. I know we have some generals and captains in here this evening. This is the Skymaster. I think it's a big transporter type aircraft. I don't know too much. And he moved to the UK in 1951. Had 7 children. Here they are. And in 1951, if you looked like any of those children, then you were considered Indian in the UK. They grew up in the southeast, and the gentleman top right, as you're looking, is my father. This is my father. He's grown up now, as you can see. And together, as you've heard, we are both hypnotherapists. So he was always an entrepreneur, actually. He always had his own business. He was always into sales. And he was also quite naturally someone who was interested in personal development. So as I grew up, he was always sharing the idea that if you can imagine it, then you can make it happen. If you can turn your dreams into a reality. You can begin now. And when he was in his, I think, 40s, he discovered hypnosis and he fell in love with hypnosis. I was studying at the time and he had started to do some sessions and had some results. People had quit smoking. They'd got over their fear. And it was very early days. We didn't quite know what we were doing, but I remember him sending me a letter. That's how long ago it was. A letter before. There were things for you guys before email. In fact, there was no internet. In fact, there was no computer. It was a letter. And he said, I feel like I'm wearing an invisible cloak. Meaning he felt like he had this new power. And this new power is just made of words and the imagination of the person you're speaking to. So we both work as therapists. I also provide coaching services, helping people, realize their vision. So therapy is kind of getting rid of problems. Coaching is more, being in someone's corner, working with them over an extended period of time to realize their goals. And I also provide consultancy, and sometimes to business, sometimes to sports teams, because I'm an advocate for this knowledge. I don't believe in keeping it secret. In fact, I believe hypnosis will enhance whatever it is that you are interested in. If you're in business, then it's about communication and relationships. This will enhance communication and relationships. If you're into a sport, or you have a hobby, or you're a teacher, or you're a parent, or a nurse, or a friend, then again, this will enhance what you're doing. And when we really dig into it, it's so simple that it is a gift. And it's a gift that you guys can take away, even from this evening. There are things that you could simply say differently, and you could create different results. So, I know for some of us, and because I'm speaking to some hypnotherapists, and for some of you hypnotherapy or hypnosis is new, I'm going to get rid of some of the myths and misconceptions first. I do perform, by the way, as well. It's a kind of side hustle for me. Sometimes I play games, magic tricks, but we can save that for afterwards. Okay? I want to ensure that you leave with something that you can apply in your business. That is my motivation tonight. It's very rare for me to speak with slides behind me, but I'll give it a go. Okay. The myth number one, I'm sorry to say this, Pradeep. Hypnosis is mind control. Well, actually, it is. It's about giving you control of your mind. But a lot of people hear the word hypnosis and think, don't look at me, you are going to control my mind. And I'm afraid that's not what it is, because hypnosis is a collaborative act of the imagination. We collaborate so that you can have an experience, and that experience may be an experience of non-volition, of something happening, a response emerging. There's a bit of a paradox there. We collaborate so that you can have experiences that are normally outside of your everyday experience. But it's not somebody controlling your mind. Without you on board, it doesn't happen. The other thing people seem to be afraid of is that when you're hypnotized, you may have seen it on TV or stage, sleep, and people appear to be asleep. They respond with their eyes closed. It looks like they're unconscious or they're in a deep trance, but no, they're not unconscious. They're perfectly conscious. They can hear. They are responding. In fact, the only reason they look that way is that that is the idea that they have agreed to imagine around. So when you're hypnotized, you're very much awake and part of the process. There we go. You must remind me to hit the space bar every now and again, so I will forget. The third misconception is that, well, that would not work on me because it only works on people who are weak, highly, easily influenced, that kind of thing. It's the opposite. This does not work on people who lack intelligence or imagination. It's actually really hard work for me when I meet someone like that. So in a room like this, surely we're going to have people with intelligence, with an imagination. It's not about being gullible. It's about finding the courage to engage. Is hypnosis a magical cure? Well, I'm afraid it's not a magical cure. But it is the closest thing you will see. You can meet someone who has had a block or a fear, a phobia, for decades, 20 years, 30 years. And sometimes in a single session, it's gone. You can meet people who have had a habit that's wrecking their life. It could be overeating, binge eating, nail biting. And sometimes in a session, it's gone. The need is gone. Like you've literally changed your mind. But more often, therapy involves a few sessions. Learning some skills as the client. And here's another one for you. Myth number 4. Hypnotists have some kind of special power. Like sometimes people say, when did you find out you could do this? Well, I'm afraid I don't have a special power. I do make it look that way sometimes. But hypnosis is a skill, not a power. It's a skill made of words and the imagination. And because it's a skill, you can get better at it. Shall we have a quick demonstration of something that looks like mind control? Shall we try that? Just for a bit of fun. Now, I've told you what it's not. I need 2 volunteers whose English and eyesight would be good enough to read what's on this paper. 2 volunteers? Are you happy to be a volunteer? You happy to be a volunteer? You'd be perfect. You as well? Come on up. I'm sure you could jump up there, no problem. Now this is not hypnosis. This is what mind control looks like. So what I'd like to do is this. You have the glasses on, so you're going to be perfect for this. I've written something on this piece of paper. I'm going to show it to you real quick. Did you see that? Well, you did actually. Okay, it's in there somewhere. So I'm going to give this to you. Again, you can verify what's on here in a moment. Could you take hold of it? Don't show him. Could you confirm it does say something quite specific on this piece of paper? Oh, it's a strange message. Would that be fair? Okay, fold it up. You can verify what's on there in a moment. This is not a prediction, by the way. This is a description of the actions that you will take this evening. You okay with that? Not just the actions that you'll take this evening, the decisions about the decisions, the order you take them in. It's all right here on this piece of paper. So I'm going to ask you to make a couple of simple decisions. And all that's important is they feel like a free choice, like they're coming from you. You understand what I mean when I say free will?
Yeah.
You think and then you act. So I've got a coin, I think it's 5 rupees, a pen and a phone. I'm going to hide them behind my back.
Okay.
So I can't look at you and secretly hypnotize you. You're going to reach forward and lift up any two of these items. Okay, so a couple of simple decisions. Here we go. I should tell you before you do, the closest thing to fact in neuroscience is that free will is dead. You've never made a conscious choice in your life. Sounds crazy. But I won't pull away again. Just lift up any two. Any two. Take two. Now, I've been carrying this around all day. Now, I know you feel like hiding, but I do know what you took from my hands, obviously, so bring them out in front of you if you would. Yeah? And look at me. And place one of the objects behind your back. Ready? Go. Whatever's left, I'd like you to hide in your pocket. Whatever's left?
Yes.
Perfect. We are done. May I?
Okay.
Can I have the paper? Now, bring out what's behind your back for me.
Yeah.
Bring this out.
Yeah.
You can verify for everyone this is exactly what it says. Yeah. Free will is dead.
Yes.
I will hold the coin.
Yes.
You will hold the phone.
Yes.
And finally, the last thing you do, the pen will be hidden in your pocket.
Yes.
I knew you'd be good at this. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. Oh, yes. What did I lose?
Thank you so much.
A pen. Very good. Okay. So what is, that's just a bit of fun. What is hypnosis? Hypnosis is a natural, freestanding ability to alter your experience. It's not reliant upon me. It's not reliant upon a therapist. It is a natural ability. Think of some of the ways human beings alter their experience. They might do it with prayer. They might do it with meditation. They might do it with exercise. They might do it with alcohol. Goodness me. They might do it with music. They might do it by spending time on their own. There are so many ways that human beings actively alter their experience. And hypnosis is one of them. That's all. So it's simply that culture has provided us with a lens to look through. I see hypnosis as simply ideas that provoke responses. I put an idea into your mind to provoke a response. That's no different from medicine. It's not that the medicine does the healing, it's that the medicine provokes a response from your body. I've said already it's a collaborative act of the imagination. So you might be thinking, well, if it's so normal, what's different about hypnosis? Why do we even need this concept? And there is one difference, and that's that suggestion doesn't just provoke a response, it provokes a response that's automatic, that feels like it's happening rather than just something you're doing. I'm going to give you all a quick demonstration of this right now. Some of you are going to respond wonderfully. Some of you may wonder what all the fuss is about. But I would like you all to take part if you're able to. I promise I'm not going to secretly hypnotize you if you're a bit worried about it still. Can you place your feet on the floor? I'm going to give you some instructions. I'd like you to follow these instructions. And I've said already, it's an act of the imagination. We're going to see if we can get your body to respond to an idea. I'd like you to put your left hand out, that's this one, and make a tight fist. So straight out in front of you, make a tight fist. And I'd like you to imagine you are holding a heavy bucket by the handle. Imagine that. Don't just sit and wait, imagine that bucket. Put your right hand out like this. Let the wrist relax, so it's just kind of hanging there loosely. And I'd like you to imagine a giant bunch of helium balloons, big enough that they could pull that one up toward the ceiling. Close your eyes. Close your eyes Keep them closed. And with your eyes closed, concentrate on your right hand, that light hand with those balloons, and it will begin to lift. It will begin to feel lighter and then lift up. Some of you feel it already. Now concentrate on the bucket, that heavy bucket. I'm loading rocks into that bucket. The bucket is getting heavier. You can feel it pulling down. Some of you can feel it. It may start to feel funny. The left hand, I'm pouring sand on top of the rocks. And as your left hand gets heavier, your right hand is getting lighter and lighter, higher and higher. It's lifting up toward the ceiling. Higher and higher. Imagine even more balloons attached to the fingertips. Higher and higher. And as it lifts that bucket, now I pour water in the bucket and it's twice as heavy as it was before. Twice as heavy. Stay exactly where you are. We could continue. Stay where you are and open your eyes. Have a look at your hands. Have a look at the person next to you. See if you can find the biggest gap in the room. He's doing very well over there. She's doing very well over there. I'm going to clap my hand. You give them a shake. Give yourselves a little round of applause. So again, this is... Yes. Yes.
How many of you got pain in your left hand? Oh, why you got a pain? There was no bucket. Everything is imagination, my friend.
It is indeed. So I'm hoping certainly some of you felt that. I don't wish pain upon you, of course, and we'll do something to get rid of that in a while. But imagine this is just the tip of the iceberg. You imagine something and your body responds as if it's heavy. There are things in your business life that you imagine in the same way. For some people, picking up that phone to make the next call fills them with dread. They've already heard the word no 20 times today. For some people, approaching their boss and asking them for a raise, for a promotion, fills them with dread. They'll spend years thinking about it. For these MBA students, for some, the thought of taking the risk of starting your own business could mean they never do it. And all of those things are just a thought. They're just a thought. You didn't want the thought. You didn't choose the thought. It just appeared. And yet, it can end up weighing us down. Or you can remember, it's just my imagination, and you can imagine something else entirely. This is a new presentation, by the way, so I've got no idea about time. If someone could tell me when I have like 10 minutes left, I will speed up. What does the science say? The good news is that with hypnosis, there are 5 international journals with tens of thousands of pieces of research. We know that hypnotherapy, literally just words, is as effective as any as any other pain relief. For 70% of people, just words will show them they can reduce their pain significantly, in some cases be free of it. For irritable bowel syndrome, that affects 15% of the population worldwide. Often to the point where they're afraid actually to leave the house, to have an accident, to have an incident. 15%. The highest level of efficacy in scientific research shows that hypnosis can literally talk that problem away. Stress and anxiety, sleep disorders, that's over 10% of the population. We know these things can help. So what's self-hypnosis? If hypnosis is ideas provoking automatic responses within yourself, then self-hypnosis is simply providing those ideas to yourself. And I'm sure some of you have your own strategies for doing that. You may not call it self-hypnosis. You may call it just your ritual, getting ready for the meeting, how you get dressed, how you knot your tie, any of these things that get you in the mindset, in the mood to bring your best self to that meeting or pitch or whatever else it happens to be. There are plenty of academics, not just lay practitioners like myself, but academics who believe all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. Even when there's a hypnotist present, all of it, they just enabled you to imagine in a particular way. And what we know, let me just go back one slide, again, is that hypnosis is a skill. So even if your hands didn't move, that doesn't mean you can't get better at it. Some people are just naturals, just like some people can sing, and some people need to learn how to stand and how to breathe and how to project, and they get a bit better. Self-hypnosis is a skill. But we're here to talk business. And the brief I was given by Major was that this should really be about resilience in business. We want ourselves to be able to cope with the pressures of business. We want our teams to be able to do it. Let me ask you, do you know the number one cause of burnout in business? That's where people start getting sick and they can't show up. Do you know the number one cause of burnout is not being appreciated by your boss? Not overwork, not too many hours, too many emails. It's a lack of feedback and appreciation. Right, can I have some water? I have some, thank you. This is the problem with trying not to cough. Careful. Did that fact surprise any of you? It surprised me. What are the biggest communication failures that cost your business? I want to draw some parallels with therapy here. Whenever I sit down with someone who wishes to change their life, the first question I ask them is, what do you want? I would say 95% of the time, they have no idea. They only know what they don't want. I don't want to feel anxious. I don't want to be overweight. They have never even conceived of an outcome. It's easy in business to overlook the fact that every level of employee should understand what the vision of the business is, what the vision of this evening is. Everyone should have the same vision, should be on board, should be trusted with the vision. I mentioned this issue of irritable bowel syndrome that plagues so many people. It's awful for people that have it. And often I'll work with those people over several sessions, 5 sessions. And in the beginning, I ask them between 0 and 10 how bad each of their symptoms is. And they're often 8 and 9 and 10 and, even 11. And weeks later, I might say, well, how are you? They say, well, I'm still suffering. And we'll go through their symptoms, and then actually it's a 3, it's a 2, it's gone down significantly. Without a feedback mechanism in business, you can end up with people repeating mistakes, continuing to go down paths which are going to go nowhere. Therapy really changed about 40 years ago with a gentleman called Carl Rogers. A more humanistic approach to helping people. And one of his things that's now very popular is active listening. You think, well, surely that's just listening, isn't it? Well, it's more than that. Because often we're not listening. We've already made up our mind. We've already made our decision. We ask someone a question, we're not really interested. One of his simple techniques was to, when someone said something, to state it back to them. Word for word. As if confirming their thought. This is a communication failure that costs business. I'm going to whiz through some of the others because I have a gift for you at the end, which I'm not quite sure when you're going to get it, but it's all about how you can take the language of therapists and apply it to leadership and management and sales or communication, whatever it is for you. An over-reliance on digital communication. So this is something I've been spending more and more time doing in the UK. Since COVID, there's so much working from home. There's a backlash to it now in that companies are trying to get people back in the office. And there's a balance to strike. But when it comes to actually real human connection in the workplace, so much of that happens over the coffee, during the break, and that can often get lost when we're just communicating digitally. Are we good for time? Are we okay? Yeah? Okay. When I meet someone who's suffering, there's a saying that I know Pradeep will know, which is meet your client at their model of the world. Their model of the world may be in really bad shape. Or it may be that they have a lot of false beliefs. It could be they are seeing things that are not there. Hearing things. Imagining things. I don't want to just tell people they're wrong. I can know what I think is correct, but meeting people at their model of the world and adjusting your communication strategies will help. Some people do need things shared to them in steps. Some people do need to know it feels right before they make a decision. And adapting your communication style is a wonderful way of doing that. The other thing that we can learn from therapists is actually how to go there, how to ask the difficult question. What I want to encourage you guys to do with the document I'm going to gift you in a while is to revisit your own communication style and to look at your teams and your managers and see how decisions get made, how progress occurs, where blocks occur. Because I promise you that often enough it will not be a resource issue. It will not be a time issue. It will not be a money issue. It will be a communication issue. And there is something that we can learn through my lens of the world, of course, through hypnosis, once we recognize that it's just words and the imagination, and from that, each of us is essentially building our personal reality. If we change the way we communicate, then we can reach much higher levels. There we go. I'll close before we reformatted for the PowerPoint. We've lost our last line, but that really would be the summary. You know, I showed that picture of my grandfather, and when COVID struck, he was living on his own, and so he had a big family. There were lots of people around him. I live in a different part of the country. We hadn't been speaking that much. There was no bad feeling, but months could go by. And often when I saw him, It was a big family event. So it was kind of small talk. And during the first lockdown, I thought, well, he's on his own because he was 96, so he had to isolate. And I put in a call, and we were on the phone for hours, like 2.5 hours. He told me about his time in Bombay. He told me about some of the horrors he saw during partition. He told me about the bakery, some of you will know, I'm sure, an institution in Calcutta where he used to work. And he said one day he was working in there and this young nurse came in, obviously looking for some donations. And he said to her, "What's your lucky number?" She said 7. And he gave her 7 loaves of bread and 7 pats of butter and 7 bags of flour. And he said she'd often come in after that. And he casually said, "This was Nurse Teresa." I'm like, "You've got to 96. You never told me." He had this connection with the lady who would go on to be Mother Teresa. Because it was lost in the small talk and in the noise. There he is. I'm pleased to say, but he did pass away in 2022. He passed away peacefully. Wasn't of COVID, thank goodness. He kept his marbles till the end and continued after that to share his stories. I went a little deeper than I had in the previous 20 or 30 years. I would give anything to have another hour of meaningful communication and connection with this person. Thank you for giving me a meaningful hour of your time this evening. Whenever I share with a group like this, I consider us to be connected. So, that is my email address. If any of you have taken a photograph with me, send it to me so that I can put a name to a face and we can stay in contact and continue the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We finished?
I have.
Oh, fantastic. So, thank you very much. Thank you. Wonderful job. Now, my friends, you just enjoyed Anthony, and he did one exercise with you. You really liked it? Huh? All of your hands were heavy and painful, right? So, why it was painful? No idea. Okay. Because you're imagining it. Imagination is much more powerful than willpower. You know that? Okay. How much time we have? I have around 20 minutes, 25 minutes?
15 minutes.
Huh?
15 minutes.
Only 15 minutes.
Because now the time is 10 minutes to 20 minutes.
20 minutes, huh? Okay. Now, listen my friends. When we are in management, business manage or whatever you manage, the most important thing is to manage your mind. Am I right? Which mind? Which mind? Your subconscious mind. How many of you know about subconscious mind, conscious mind? Raise your hand, please. So not many people know, so I can talk anything about it, huh? Right? Now, in subconscious mind is also something important. There is a part of your subconscious mind which is automatic mind. How many of you know about it? One. Good. So not many people know, so I can speak anything, huh? Am I right? Now, what is automatic mind? Part of the subconscious mind. Sir, do you breathe consciously?
Yes.
You breathe consciously.
No, automatically it happens.
Who is taking it? Who is breathing? Yeah? Who is doing? Who is breathing?
Mindset.
No, your subconscious mind. It's the automatic part of your subconscious mind. Thank you, sir. Sit down. You don't need to stand, huh? Okay. How many of you drive a car? No. How many of you drive car consciously? You come out of your house, consciously decide where to go, then who take the car there? Subconscious, automatic part of your subconscious mind. Now listen very carefully. This is something very important. I'm coming to it, how to use your subconscious mind today. Not the subconscious, part of subconscious mind, which is called automatic part of the subconscious mind. You are nodding your head, right sir? Are you nodding consciously? No. Everything is programmed. And subconscious mind, according to me, it is 99.999% and conscious mind is 0.001% and still I may be wrong. Now, when you learn to drive a car, the first time you are looking down for accelerator and brake. After 3 days, automatic. And now, with how many of this happen, you are sitting in the car, not driving, somebody else is driving, but you are on the front seat with him. And his driving doesn't match with your programming or driving. What happens? Scared, huh? And there is a need to apply brake. What happens? Before he applies the brake, you apply the brake, but there is no brakes. Alright? It only happens. And now, one more important thing. Listen very carefully. Not many people have discussed about this automatic part. Now, you are driving a car. Somebody came in front of you, applied a brake. Now, think about it. The brake is applied first, and then you think about applying a brake. Think about it. Brake is already applied. Who applied the brake? Subconscious mind, automatic part of your mind there. It has been programmed. The moment it sees, automatically everything happens. So now, when we are in business or management, we are doing so many things in a wrong way. Because of the automatic negative programming in the past. You are thinking, I'm not able to achieve success. Some programming wrong there. Now, there is not much time. Let me tell you something about me. I work with the top level sportsmen in India. I have my sportsman has got medals in Olympics. I work with the cricketers. I work with the golfers, the top level golfers in India, all the work. And the few things which I do with them, the first thing to change their programming is, you know what? Change the word they speak. Words are the most powerful thing. I'll give an example. I'll give example of a golf. If I have developed a course on that also. We'll talk about it later on. Now those of you sitting here, anybody want that course? It's a costly course, but those of you sitting here today and listening to us, you can get it free. A downloadable version of it. You don't want it? No clapping. Now, how to get it? I will let you know. We'll give you a Google Drive link. You have to download thing. It is a lot of wonderful things. Now, words are very powerful. Let me give you a simple example. I'll give you an example of golf. Anybody know about golf here? Okay, few people know about it. In 1996, Augusta Masters. On the third day, golf is a 4-day tournament. And it is an individual game. So, on the third day, the person on the top, few top people, once they give their card, the scorecard, they have taken an interview. Now, many people don't know the name, so I'm not using the name. I'll give you the name. The person who was leading on the third day by 6 shots is a big lead. 6 shots. His name is Greg Norman. And the other guy behind him is Nick Faldo. He was 6 shots behind him. The interview was taken. They asked him, the Greg Norman, "Hey Greg, you are playing so good. Tomorrow is the formality." The golf 4th day is the Sunday normally. Sunday is the formality. What do you think about tomorrow? Listen carefully what he said. "Oh, yes, I am playing good, but I have to play 18 tough holes tomorrow morning." 18 holes are there. Huh? I have to do a lot of work, a lot of hard work. Who said? Greg Norman was leading by 6 shots. The person behind him, 6 shots behind him, same interview was taken to him. And he asked him, what do you think about tomorrow? Oh, I'm playing good. If I can shoot so and so score, anything can happen in the game of golf. Now tell me, who won next day? Why? Because, now listen carefully, my friend. This is not only positive thinking. When you say a word, you make pictures in your mind, and pictures get programmed in your mind, and it works automatically. You know what happened next day? The second guy won, but how many shots? Guess. 6 shots. He dropped 6 shots, he made 6 shots, 12 shots different by just saying, what? Just saying, I have to do a lot of hard work. I have to play 18 tough holes. Picture, program in his mind, everything becomes tough. The words are very important. Change your words, change your life. Change your words, become more successful in whatever you are doing. Words are the most important thing. Now, saying that words are important is not enough. I want you to experience right now. Are you willing to experience?
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. No hypnosis, don't worry. Close your eyes. I'm going to give you a few words. You need to repeat in your mind and notice how you feel repeating those words. What picture, what thoughts comes in your mind. The first word is sad. S-A-D, sad. Repeat in your mind. Sad, 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 and sad, 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 sad. Notice how you feel. What picture comes in your mind. Now, change. Happy, 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 happy. Open your eyes. Do you feel difference in the words? Some of you, sad, are going like this. Happy, they are going like this. Now, how many have got some memories from the past when I said sad? How many of you got the memories? Past memories? Did I ask you to think about those memories? Everything is programmed in your mind. Every word is automatically programmed. Now, few more. Close your eyes. Something more interesting. Close your eyes. Repeat the word in your mind. Small, 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 small. Now change it. Big, 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 big. Keep your eyes closed. The next word. Short. S-H-O-R-T. Short. 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 Now change it. Tall, 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 tall. Now, next one. Inch. Centimeter inch, 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 inch. Change it to mile, 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 mile. Open your eyes. Now tell me, what was the difference in the feeling with the small and big, short and tall, and inch and mile? There was a difference in the feeling? Every word has a power. So first and most important thing is, change your words. Change your words. Words are the most important thing. We have been programmed since our birth to speak all the wrong words. All the wrong words. So, when I give you that video course, there will be a handout. Take a printout. We will be giving you different words. So first important thing is change the words what you are thinking. Words are very, very important. When I listen to an interview of a cricketer or a captain of the team, I can tell you what is going to happen next day. Yes. I have hundreds of examples because don't have enough time. First thing, change the word. Second, and the most important thing, and the most powerful thing, which I have a trademark course which I have recently created, hypnotic magic questions. The questions are the most important thing, and we are asking ourselves all the wrong questions. That is why we are not getting successful. Yes. For example, somebody went for an interview and failed. He come out and ask himself, why I failed, why I failed, why I failed, why I failed. What will happen? Subconscious mind will give him all the reason why he failed. Instead of he would ask, what I can do next time to become successful in the interview. Repeat few more times, answers will come. And now one more important thing. When you ask a question, the answer comes from where? Subconscious mind. The moment you ask a question, subconscious mind go for a search, like a Google search, take it out and give it to you, and if it's not there, then what it does is sometimes it creates something, or he connect with the universal mind and get it from there. And now, one more important thing. How much time it takes when you ask a question to get the answer? Guess. Seconds. Less than 10 seconds. You need to ask a proper question, then trust the answer comes. I have created a whole course on that. Later on we'll talk about it. But I want you to experience the power of questions right now. Are you willing to? Yes. Okay. Let me take out something interesting for you. Okay. Again, I'll ask you to close your eyes. Okay. And now I'll give you two type of questions. Don't reply to anything. Just answer inside your mind and notice what kind of thought you are getting. And one more, I promise you one thing. If you do this exercise correctly, some of you would have already solved some of their problem asking these questions. Okay? I'll ask you later on. So close your eyes. The first question, ask yourself, what's wrong? What's wrong? Ask yourself, what's wrong? Next question, why do I have this problem? Why do I have this problem? Why do I have this problem? Next question, what caused this problem? What caused this problem? How has this problem limited me? Ask yourself, how has this problem limited me? How long have I had this problem? How long have I had this problem? Ask yourself. How does this problem cause me to fail? How does this problem cause me to fail? Whose fault is this problem? Whose fault is this problem? Notice what answers you get in your mind. What feeling you get. Just notice. And now, take a deep breath. The second type of question now. Ask yourself, what do I want? What do I want? Next question. How can I get it? How can I get it? How will I know when I have it? How will I know when I have it? Next question. What resources do I have right now that will help me achieve my goal? What resources do I have right now that will help me achieve my goal? Next question. When I get what I want, how will my life improve? When I get what I want, how will my life improve? What will I do to begin getting what I want? What will I do to begin getting what I want? And notice what answers are coming in your mind. Now open your eyes and come back. Open your eyes, come back. Good morning. Some of you are snoring, huh? Now, I ask you two type of question. Which one you like more? Second, huh? Why?
Towards solutions.
Focusing on solutions, right? Now, another question. How many of you got some solution to your problem while doing this exercise? Raise your hand. How many of you got? Oh, wonderful. Many people, Major, check them. Ask them to pay the charges, for the solution, Okay. So questions are very, very important. Now, we have 5 more minutes, sir? Okay. Now, we are talking about mind. The mind works very, very fast. And everything what we have done since our birth is all recorded here. All of you have mobile? Good mobiles, iPhone. Do you know all the facilities available in the mobile? That doesn't mean the mobile doesn't have it. Right? Now, when we are born, God has given in our subconscious mind so many software we don't know how it works. Successful people are those who know how to use them. Am I right? We, at my age, I know, send a message, make a call, take a photograph, take a video and send it. WhatsApp. Now, because the mobile now we can check email. I can't reply the email from the mobile. I can't do that. But I can read the emails. But mobile has every facilities. Same way, if you know how to tap into the power of your subconscious mind, you can do anything. Subconscious mind has such a powerful thing. I have developed a technique. Now I'm conducting a workshop. I'm using healing. It's called hidden resource activation. It has come with my own personal experience. There's no time to talk about this. But do you want to experience those powers? Right now, 5 minutes? You know how powerful and how fast the mind works, your subconscious mind works. Now listen carefully because we don't have much time. So within 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, I will make you do 3 simple exercise. Okay? First listen to me so we'll not waste time. I'll ask you to close your eyes. When you close your eyes, I'll ask you to think about something irritating thing happened in the past. Not a strong one. We are not talking about the strong one here. Pick something one. And once you pick one, because there are so many things here, so when you pick one, when ready with one, nod your head like this. In Hyderabad, we do like this, we don't know it is yes or no. This is yes. Okay? And then I'll ask you some questions. No need to reply. Then I'll ask you to open your eyes. The 3 phases will do it. Very, very quickly. Close your eyes. And now pick one small negative memory, something happened in the past, it's a small fight, irritation. Pick one. When you pick one in your mind, just nod your head. So I know that you have picked one. Good. Now, when you pick one, notice where it was, when it was, what was happening, and notice what you felt at that time. What was the feeling inside your body and mind that time. Now, notice how clear the pictures are in your mind about that incident. Notice how you feel inside your body. Your body breathing, and everything has been changed now. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. How clear the pictures? Picture very clear? You can feel the same feeling that happened that time. It happened that time. Why you're feeling now? Because it's stored in your subconscious mind, linked to that memory, that feeling, and every time you think about it, it will automatically trigger. Now close your eyes again. Now think about something which you really enjoyed, some party and something. Pick up one memory which you really enjoyed. Pleasant thing. When you pick one, nod your head. So I know that you picked one. Now again, think about the time, when it was, where it was, with whom it was, what you were doing, and how much you were enjoying it. And when you think about it, notice how clear the pictures are in your mind. And notice how you felt that time. You can feel the same feeling coming back into your body right now. Why? Enjoy. Notice how clear the pictures are and how you felt that time, how much you enjoyed. Now open your eyes and come back. The pictures are clear? Do you know what you had a breakfast for yesterday morning? We don't remember that. But why we remember so clearly? Because this memory has an emotion attached. Now, one more thing. We thought of a negative memory, you felt negative. Then we thought about positive memory, you felt positive. How much time it took to change your feeling? Few seconds? Now. 5 minutes more. Now, like this, we have so many things stored in our mind. We don't know how to tap to it. So I'll give you 2 techniques here today, and then we will remove the negative memory also now only. Okay? So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Pick one memory from your past when you did something very confidently. Pick one memory, and when you pick the strongest one, and when you pick one, nod your head. So I know that you picked one. Okay, good. Wonderful. Now, go back to the time, see what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt. Imagine it is happening right now. When I think about my memory, I go back to the time when I was 13-year-old and playing cricket, I scored 45 runs. Every time I go back, I still remember what I was wearing, how I scored, which are the shots I played. So clear. So pick one memory, go back to the time, see what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt, and feel that wonderful, confident feeling coming back into your body and mind right now. And when the feeling come back, intensify it, multiply it, and give it a name. Give it a name. Some simple short name. Now it is your subconscious mind was already having this, and this feeling has already helped you a number of times in the past. So give it a name and thank this part. Use the name and say, thank you very much for doing for me so many things in my past. Now, listen carefully. Ask this name, what a name you have given to the part. Anytime I need confidence, I will repeat the name in my mind. I say the name in my mind, and the moment I say, instantly activate and take full control of my body, mind, emotion, behavior and thoughts. And do it every time from now on. Say, do it every time from now on. Then take this part of you, ask the part to go back into your body and mind where it was, and then open your eyes and come back. Are you given the name? Given the name? Okay. Close your eyes again. Repeat the name in your mind. Say activate right now. Say activate right now. The moment you say activate right now, take full control of my body, mind, emotion, behavior, action, thoughts. You'll find the same feeling coming back. Don't analyze, let the subconscious mind do the job. And now, if the feeling is not very strong, say double it, intensify it and multiply it. Now, thank your part again, open your eyes and come back. 2 more minutes. Okay. See, you don't ask 20 minutes at a time. Ask 20, 20, 10, 2, 2, 2, 2, you can get it. Okay, now, listen carefully. All of you, how many of you know NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming? So, you might think, that was anchoring! Yes. But listen carefully, something more is there. You don't need to go back every time in the past to recall a memory and anchor it. It is already there. If you know how to tap, you can instantly tap. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And don't open your eyes until I ask you to. Okay? Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Now listen carefully. Now I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind of the participant sitting over here today. You have done a wonderful job. You let us experience the negative memory, positive memory, confidence be activated and taken a full control. Now subconscious mind, we have so many powerful things inside us. I wanted to show the party sitting over here that show us as something very interesting. Activate a part inside them who can make them feel very happy right now. Activate a part inside them who can make them feel very happy right now and take full control of body, mind, emotion, behavior and thought. Do it right now. And the moment my participant, you feel little happiness coming up, nod your head to let me know. Good. Intensify it, multiply it and give it a name also. Give it a name also. Now listen carefully. I'm now talking to your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind of the participant. Every time the participant think about something negative, a negative thought, negative memory comes in his mind, let him or her feel for 3 seconds. 1, 2 and 3 seconds. And after 3 seconds, automatically activate happy and confident feeling. In a way, the negative memory become blurred and go away. Negative feeling goes away completely. And he will feel calm, relaxed, confident and happy. Do it every time from now on. Do it every time from now on. Thank you, subconscious mind of the participant. Now my participant sitting over here, think about the memory, the negative memory which you picked up in the past, the first one. Think about it, make the picture in your mind. You will feel it for 3 seconds, 1, 2 and 3 seconds. And suddenly after 3 seconds, your subconscious mind will activate. Happy and confident in such a way that memory will become blurred and go away. negative feeling will go away and you start feeling confident, happy and relaxed. When you feel that negative memory is gone, nod your head to let me know. Good. Keep your eyes closed. Pick another memory, stronger than this, and say in your mind, delete permanently. And you will feel that feeling for 3 seconds, 1, 2 and 3, and suddenly you'll find that the memory is gone. The picture has become dull. Emotion is gone. When that is also gone, nod your head and open your eyes and come back. How much time it took, the whole thing, for subconscious mind to do it for you? Subconscious mind does it very, very fast. You need to let them do the work. What we do, we keep analyzing, keep irritating, like you met somebody somewhere 15 days back and suddenly you start thinking about the person's name. Name is not coming. You keep asking, what is the name? Give me the name. When I forget, where is the name? Will not give you. You stop thinking about it, do something else, the name comes in. So you need to let your subconscious mind do the job. So, this is one thing. One more minute. Last one. Now, that is the last one because it's a fun one. This is a fun exercise we are going to do because when we close, we should close with the fun. Now, all of you sitting over here, do you think you control your body fully, consciously? Your breathing you don't control. Your car driving you control. Everything is controlled by our subconscious mind, right? Let's do a fun exercise, the last one. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. And listen very carefully. I'm talking to your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind of the participant sitting over here. We have done a wonderful job today doing this exercise. We activated the negative, positive, confidence, removed some negative memories also. Now, subconscious mind, you control everything physically. The breathing, habits, everything. The participant sitting over here may think that they control, but right now, I want you to do something. I want you to experience them as their eyes are closed. I want you to take full control of their eyes, remove their conscious control completely from their conscious mind. So how hard consciously they try to open your eyes, they cannot open it. Do it right now. Subconscious mind, remove the control from their subconscious mind, from their eyes. So however hard they try to open their eyes, they will not be able to open it consciously. The harder they they cannot try to open your eyes, but you find you cannot consciously. You want to try? Try. Now stop trying. Ask your subconscious mind. It is your subconscious mind. Ask the subconscious mind, give back you the control so that you can open your eyes. Repeat this in your mind. Give me the control. Subconscious mind, give you the control. Open your eyes and come back. How many of you find difficult to open your eyes while doing the exercise? Raise your hand. Many of you, huh? Good. Wonderful. Now those of you who are able to open your eyes, no problem. It is your subconscious mind, not my subconscious mind. He listened to you more than me, right? Now, important thing is, when those of you are not able to open your eyes, the moment you said, give back me the control, he gave you the control and you open your eyes. Am I right? So, right now, many of the things in your life you're not able to do. Who is stopping you? Your subconscious mind. A part of your subconscious mind. So ask your subconscious mind, allow me to do, and it will do it for you. Simple thing. So this is my presentation for you today, and we are doing a workshop also on Friday and Saturday and Sunday here in the same hall. And anybody interested, talk to Major. They can attend. We'll be doing 2 full days. 1 day Anthony, second day I will be doing it. Second thing, we have created a handout for you. Anthony has a wonderful gift for the language pattern that will be available to you at the end of the thing when everything is over. Second thing, anybody wants my item, that word power, note down my mobile number, 70751-86100. 70751-86100. You need to send message with your name and give a reference of MMA. And then when I get a time, I get the Google Drive link and send it to everybody. Please don't call me. This is my personal number. Normally I don't give. This is the number I'm giving you. I will send you the Google Drive link. You need to download the link. Don't watch it on the mobile. You have to download it, take a printout of the handout or the word. You can do. And one more thing I give you because there was no time. There is some magic questions. You know, the special sample questions which you can ask. Also there is a small sheet. That also I will ask my Of course, anything. So, yes, you have a question, yes.
Subconscious mind has
Huh?
analysis and controlling power and reasoning. Subconscious mind is having analytical power.
Yeah.
And reasoning.
Subconscious mind doesn't have analytic power.
Then
Conscious mind has.
Then whose help it takes to solve the problem?
Pardon?
Then whose help it takes the problem? Whose help it takes?
What you have done in the past consciously, that has gone programmed negative things. For example, let me give you an example. Oh, so many questions came in. Hey, Anthony, it is for you, not for me.
That's what we're here for.
How can hypnosis help leaders and team members build resilience in the face of challenges and setbacks? So many ways, but one is simply the power of perspective, isn't it? You know, challenges and setbacks are the path. Experience will tell you that these are things that after a while you can anticipate. And in our business we call it reframing. You know, the power to look at a challenge as an opportunity, as a setback, as an opportunity to learn something. So we spoke tonight about communication. You know, the document that you're going to get, please take one before you go. We'll give you many ideas how you can reframe these things. But your personal resilience needs to be built on a foundation that's bigger, that's more stable than this challenge or this setback. You know, and again, that's very much about how you interpret these things. Can hypnosis techniques be customized for different types of teams or industries? Absolutely. So, I'll tell you my secret. I am always using the same set of tools. Pradeep works with professional golfers and doesn't need to swing a club. I got to work with the British Olympic team, with every team leader in the British Olympic team. And I don't play any sport. So, absolutely this can be custom. Essentially it's like a multi-tool, it's like an adjustable spanner that will fit any nuts. So absolutely this can be customized. In business, sometimes I'll work with a call center so that every rejection reminds them they're a step closer to a yes. Sometimes I work with creative teams so they can get out of their own way and create. So absolutely it can be customized. Do you want to feel some of these? What hypnosis techniques can help prevent burnout in high pressure environments?
Self-hypnosis. Learn
It's
self-hypnosis.
true. I mean, it's a gift. Self-hypnosis, I sometimes say, your burnout, your problem is self-hypnosis. Because you are imagining something and there's a response that has now become automatic. Self-hypnosis should simply be part of your self-care. And that means things like taking breaks.
You are teaching self-hypnosis in the workshop?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm teaching
Yes,
self-hypnosis this weekend.
We can hear.
You know, I'd love to spend hours teaching you more techniques. I really just saw this as an intro tonight. But what hypnosis techniques can improve communication skills among team members? I've addressed some of that tonight, and you're going to find 52 ways of enhancing your communication in this document. Active listening is one. Speak to this, because I know you deal with
How can hypnosis help improve focus and concentration for both leaders and their teams?
Yeah.
First thing, self-hypnosis. You program your mind. You can use the power words. Every industry has their power words. Use their power word regularly. When I work with the sportsmen, they use their power word what they use, and instantly thing changes. and they can get into focus. Self-hypnosis is the best tool. You can program your mind.
Yeah. How can leaders use hypnosis for their personal development? Look, a big part of this is to commit to the practice. And it doesn't take much. It could be that, every morning when you place your feet on the floor, the first action, you could be making a declaration about how you will show up that day, how you will step in to being that day. It could be 5 minutes of taking yourself into a neutral state. It could be a system reset between one challenging meeting and the next conversation you had. There are so many ways. I have a very broad view of what I call self-hypnosis. It is any effort to alter your experience. The most common challenges people face when using these techniques, I actually think the first one is finding the courage to do it, to practice, to have a go. We're often waiting for someone else to come and ride into the rescue. Make this part of your maintenance. Make it part of your team's maintenance. Prescribe self-care. We're so used to, I say we, but the UK is just like India in the workplace. We're so used to trying to motivate with the carrot and the stick. If you eat your dinner, you can have your dessert. If you hit your target, you can have your bonus. That creates spikes of activity. And the moment the carrot and the stick is withdrawn, we find that behaviour flatlines. There are now ways of looking beyond this. Intrinsic motivation actually comes from giving your employees autonomy. Not telling them exactly this is how it must be done. Giving them some autonomy. Giving them a sense of mastery. Not of being the master, of continuous improvement. And finally it comes from cultivating curiosity. Just like a child who wants to know how something works. So there is a shift. It tends to be when there's a downturn in the economy and we can't afford the bonuses. And we're thinking, how do we motivate? But my advice is to mandate some of these actions, some self-care into the workplace. Because bigger sticks and bigger carrots, they run out, just like they do for us as parents. There's a day where it stops working. We need intrinsic motivation. And it's the same for leaders. There was a time when the head of the company was the visionary. And he often has to then wear lots of hats. Sales, technical, customers, numbers, finance. Actually, that person's strength is they're a visionary.